Hard pivot. Let's swerve. Okay.
So when you were bald.
So when I literally was about to say, so now that you're not bald anymore. Okay, so obviously we spoke about it earlier. You've been outspoken about never wanting to probably get married.
Yeah.
And once you kind of accepted that, like, how has that impacted your dating life, knowing that you're not looking for marriage, like with men, and how has it affected them with you?
Well, I think there's okay, let me just be clear. Marriage is a long-term commitment. And I think I want long-term commitment. I just don't need to get married. So I just want to clarify that. I will tell you in all honesty, and the work that I've done on myself, I think a lot of that also has to do with the fact that I have a tremendous fear of not being able to get out of something. And that's, again, me just understanding me, right? And, now, obviously, by California laws, after 7 years, you're in a fucking marriage, whether you walk down the aisle and sign the piece of paper, like, it's 50-50, bitch. Like, let's just be clear. So,
translation, you want to have your fun, but you don't want to lose your stuff in a divorce if it comes to that, which most likely will, because most likely you find someone who will try to use you for your money. Okay, gotcha.
I'm like, my semantics is like crazy, but I want, if I were to find a relationship, I would think of it as something that I'm aiming for long term. I've never been somebody that really wants to like jump from one thing to another. From the time that I was in relationships, I was in one relationship after another relationship after another relationship. And so when I earlier said I'm having sex now for the first time like I never had before, is because I'm not in relationships. And it's not because I don't want to be in relationships, but I'm seeing things for what they are, right?
So you're not in a relationship. You're not in relationships, but you're having loads of sex. That just sounds like you're whoring yourself out. That's what you're doing. You're just sleeping with people because you can, just randomly. And when men do this, people complain that they are dogs. What does that make you like?
I'm not trying to force a circle into a square, or whatever the fucking American saying is, the peg and the hole and the, I can never say it right.
But that was right.
No, but when I meet somebody, I can see where it's going to go pretty quickly.
What is relationship you like versus single you?
So this is what we were talking about earlier. Like, I am ashamed of being a person in a relation, or that I used to be, I should speak now. I've done a lot of work, but I used to be someone in relationships that would lose herself. And again, it's that thing, you're such a fucking power bitch. Like, you're a baller. Like, why? That couldn't be you. But it goes back to how I looked at girls who were I've never really had a lot of practice in just being confident and like saying, I've always felt like I've had to like protect other people so much that codependency has just remained in my relationships. So I used to be a person that would watch herself, would also attract narcissists, men who wanted me to kind of treat them that way. And if I didn't, there was a lot of conflict, and I actually don't like conflict. Yet again, something people are always surprised. I don't like conflict, but when I feel like if I feel like I have to choose between conflict or just placating, then I will placate because I don't want the conflict.
So let me get this straight. You keep attracting people who are negative or narcissistic, but there is something wrong with these people. No, love, there's something wrong with you. You're the problem. And that's why you're single. You're the problem.
But when you're in those type of relationships that you've lost yourself, how have you pulled yourself out?
Friends. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Great friends. Like, and now I'm going to cry. Just great girlfriends.
Wow.
Yeah, because I think sometimes you can't see when you're in it.
At all.
And you need a friend that doesn't hit you over the head, because you won't leave until you can see it for yourself. And a good girlfriend knows that. And so they support you while you're in the darkness, because that's all you have. Like, you need that support. And I've put some girlfriends through fucking hell. So yeah, I love that the show's for women. Fucking girlfriends. You need good girlfriends.
But I think that the biggest also point that I want to highlight that you just said is like, there's a difference between being a really good girlfriend and then when someone's in a really unhealthy relationship, making them feel shame about it and being like, we can't fucking do this again. We can't.
You're an idiot.
What are you doing?
Yeah.
You then pull away. And if anything, you lean more towards the person you're in the relationship with.
The dysfunction.
And we've all been there if you have one of those great friends. And I've had it with my friend where I was in a horrible situation. And then when you give them a light opening, because you're really looking for them to pull you out, and they're like, okay, let's talk about it.
Yeah.
Like, and then they slowly pull you and then you're out, but it takes you opening even a crack in the door.
Yeah.
Because if you don't want to hear it, it's like the same thing like we were saying earlier with therapy. You can't fucking force someone to go to therapy. They're going to sit there with their, they're like, I'm not going to listen to you. They have to be ready. And the only way they're going to come to you though, as a friend, is if you've been there with them. And I know it's hard as a friend, but there's always
so hard. That's
so
the thing
hard.
I think that makes me emotional because it's the patience. And it's so hard when someone you love so much is just constantly hitting their head on the same wall. And all you want to do is to remove them from the situation. And you know that you can't, and you have to like walk this fine line. I don't know what I did in a past life. I really do not what I did in a past life, but fuck me. I have been blessed with really, really good people in my life.
That's half the battle. You're having these like fun little new romance moments that you're in your era of not dating, but you're getting to have good sex.
Yeah.
How are we meeting these men? Are they men in the industry? Do you not want a man in the industry?
I don't want, no,
You
my
don't.
God, no. I have zero interest. And again, like I say these things, you know, in a very glib way, but I don't think that dating somebody in my industry is a smart thing.
I agree.
Yeah,
I
it's
agree.
not. It's everything. And I'm not saying it's impossible. I'm not saying that it's that binary. I just think that in general, it's not a good thing for me.
So how are you meeting these people? Are you on the apps? Are you out dating? Are you?
I am on the apps, but I don't use the apps. I am.
Love that. It's so relatable.
I have a few friends that are very, very good, and one of them I know is listening to this right now, who always is like, "Okay, you need to come here right now, and you need to meet this person." And I'm very grateful for her, and you know who you are. And I have not been brave enough on a lot of her offers, but recently I have, and it has paid off tremendously. And so. Yes, my dear friend Amanda out there, when she says like, you need to just, we'd be in fucking Paris, be like, you just need to fucking like come and say hi to this guy right now.
So fun.
And yeah, and then it totally pays off. And I'm like, yeah, I need to do that more often, honestly, because the apps are just horrible.
Oh, it's hard.
No, it's not hard. It's a clown show. I'm sorry, guys, but please, like, no, like I need, like, honestly, not because I want to date you, but because I want to help you. No Burning Man photos, no photos of you with other women. Like, I don't care. I don't want to know that you have girlfriends, and I don't want you shooting a fucking selfie in your closet of your hand in a jean pocket. I'm sorry. I don't want to see you looking at yourself in a mirror that way. It makes my vagina close. I just can't. And don't tell me you're a CEO, because you're not. Like, I'm sorry. Of what? Of some business you can't explain to me that none of my friends can understand? Like, no. And then, no, you don't live in this apartment no, you do not have a business. Stop. You're a fucking joke. You know, I get wet when you just tell me who you are. Like, don't be pretentious. I'm sorry.
Picturing you on the fucking apps with your girlfriends over like wine one night, being like, let's just open this shit up.
Well, by the way, that's how it started. I was like drunk enough to have a girlfriend be like, let's just fucking do it. I was like, yeah, let's do it. And that's how I ended up on this fucking app. Listen, I could take myself off the app, but I am like secretly fucking enjoying the joke.
It's great.
It's the joke. I'm sorry. I'm not trying to be mean.
No, it's okay.
I'm not trying to be mean, but like I'm trying to like help. This is like, think of this as like
charity
help.
bit.
As I'm a 50-ass-year-old woman telling you, don't do it. Girls don't like it. They don't fucking like it.
Yep, don't forget that. A 50-year-old woman bragging about having casual sex with random people. A 50-year-old woman. And she's giving advice to young ladies. And we expect society to be any better. Seriously.
It's so true.
Yeah.
The hand in the jean in
No,
the
I
closet.
can't. I just can't. I'm sorry.
The CEO is also crazy.
Oh
and
my
he like works for
God.
his dad.
Yeah.
He works for his dad. Okay, how do we feel about sex on the first date?
Well, so I like, what do you consider a date?
Oh, are you going on dates?
Yeah, but I feel like when you like, there's certain circumstances where you meet somebody at a party and you have sex and then that's it. You know, that's what it is. You're not thinking you're going to marry this person.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Are you down for a one night stand?
Yes. I don't have many of them. I'm sitting here sounding like I do. So when I do, I'm like, oh, fuck yeah, I should have done this in my 20s. I was married from the time that I was like having sex to the time that I had my last relationship. Then I had children. Who has fucking time for dates and shaving and waxing and makeup? And like, I've got 2 children that have to go to school. Then I gotta, like, this shit's on a time. Like, do you need me to send you a call time?
I'm obsessed.
And it's this, you got 2 hours. Like, what's happening? Because like, I need to know.
Wait, do you have any sex tip for the girls?
Sex tip? Like, what does that mean? Like, what does that mean? Like, how to have good sex? How to what? Have an orgasm?
Anything that like you think of girls could just like, you're hot, you're having good sex.
Okay, you're like, I almost choked. I am the last person to ask. I'm like sounding very cocky here, but I think it's because I have found this freedom in my 40s where I'm like, oh my God. So I just want to say this in perspective. I've probably had 3 one-night stands in my entire life.
Okay.
But I did just recently fuck a 26-year-old and it was really fucking amazing.
Fuck yes.
Yes. And I've never done that. And I was like, oh, this is great. Okay.
Let me just say that 26-year-old is the luckiest fucking man walking on this goddamn planet. He's walking different today, knowing, oh my God.
He for sure is not, but thank you.
No, he is. He is.
I will just say this. Like, I wish that this goes back to, I think this is kind of like a thread throughout our conversation. Women who come across as confident, women who come across as like outspoken, ones that wouldn't speak up for themselves, tend to also be in bed people who want to please males. Like, and I have found this in my experiences with talking to other women about this. Isn't it strange? Like, we should be the ones that are like, fuck you. Like, I'm going to have an orgasm. And yet my whole life was so concerned about
Same.
the same. Okay.
Oh my God.
So my advice would be this. Don't fucking do that. For 2 reasons. You're going to have better orgasms. And guess what? Your man's going to like that.
They're going to have such a better time too.
Yes.
It's so true. It's really hard. I think back to my 20s and in college, like I was so thinking I was doing the right thing. And when you get the feedback of how great it was, and then you're walking away feeling great, but then you're also like, I don't know if I've even had an orgasm in my life before. Like, this is kind of, is this what it's supposed to do and be and what? And then the minute, and it takes reps. Like sometimes it just takes you like getting, because no man is like, unless he's the most amazing man in the world, which go find him, but no.
Not going to happen.
It's all of these men, it's about them. And they're not actually being like, I know it takes you longer than my fucking dick just getting off in 2 seconds. So it's like, it's a process to you advocating for yourself in the bedroom, being like,
yes,
hold on, and actually then speaking up. But it takes time. But I agree, once you hit that part of your life where it's not just like, oh, I'll just like do it and then like he'll get off and like I'm like faking it, your life changes.
And practice helps. You just have to practice and then you'll figure it out. Yeah.
That's good advice, see?
Yeah. In the safe way, please.
Okay, yeah, please. Please, for the love of God. Okay, what is the biggest dating disaster you've ever had?
Oh my God. I had a guy once ask me to make out with his nose,
What?
which was really, really probably one of the most bizarre asks ever. Yes, in a very like he was getting off on it. That
What?
was really gross. I would say aside from that, nobody's ever asked me to do something that I was like, whoa, that's really fucking weird. Like, I guess I like weird shit. Like, I'm not like thrown by weird shit.
Uh-huh.
Like the nose thing was the weirdest thing.
That'll do it.
Yeah, but I'm not like thrown easily, so that's why I think I'm kind of like, I'm like, oh, that sounds, oh, let's see what happens.
Let's give it a try.
Yeah.
Okay, we're gonna play a game.